Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and this one is about Marshall JCM2000 TSL100. Rock and roll. played the riffs I played on the song. Yeah, welcome 2024. This is the first video that I film in 2024. I have published a couple of others, but I filmed those before Christmas, before my vacation, so I'm back. Yeah, Marshall JCM2000 TSL, probably one of the most underrated Marshalls and amps in general, and I've always wondered why. Because you heard, it's a great amp. But let's go through, different channels, little bit details, this guitar, then a couple of other guitars, and what I think about this. This is my own TSL I had for years. So the signal chain this time is one of my signature ESP Japan custom shops. This is actually the first one of these, with the skull logo and stuff they made for me back in the day. This is in E flat and then drop tuning from that, so D flat or C sharp, whatever you want to think about it, but yeah, drop. Then the signal goes to my pedal board, and I used Boss SD1. Surprisingly, that just works with Marshalls. After that, 4-inch Zool noise gate, just to get rid of the small hiss. Then it goes into KG Audio Electronics amp switcher, then into the amps. Let's actually turn this one on, so I'll compare it to JCM800 2203 from 85, aka the little brother. Actually compare it to 5152. Okay, back from the amps to KHE, then it goes through Fryet's power station, where I'm, attenuating the signal a bit so that the whole house isn't shaking. It's still loud because the cabinets are in another isolated room. And I use my Marshall vintage cabinet. It has 3 Marshall vintage speakers, they're made by Celestions, and then one Celestion V30. And what you heard, when I filmed myself, I recorded the Celestion V30 with Shure SM57 and SC Electronics VR1 ribbon mic. And then I doubled the rhythm guitars afterwards, which was on the right side, and on that one I used the Marshall vintage speakers mic with 2 SM57s in the Fredman style. And that was it. The lead, when I mixed it, I just panned it to sender and added some delay. It was Lexicon PCM70 delay in there and a little bit of Eventide H3000 harmonizer. And the throw in the end of the solo, that was TSL Electronics D2 with my own ping pong preset. And that was pretty much it guitar wise. What you heard now, what you're hearing now, is the Celestion V30 with a 57 and the ribbon mic. And then I blended in a tiny amount of the Marshall vintage with the 2 SM57s. Sounds pretty cool, right? Okay, so 3 channels. Hopefully the video is working because the amp is there. So it has a clean channel with kind of like a mid boost, so you can overdrive it a little bit, actually quite a lot if you crank it. And then there's 2 overdriven channels crunch, which to me it's pretty much like JCM800 2203, kind of muddied, a little bit maybe modern. And then the lead channel, which is tight, modern, a little bit more compressed, actually not that far from 5150, actually 5152, this is really, but the 5152 is a bit tighter and more upper mid bite. It's more towards Marshall, and I think it's the lead channel and the 5152's lead channel are pretty close, except the power tubes are different. This is EL34s and the 5150s has CL60s. So what I have in there, The preamp tubes are JJ ECC83s/12AX7s, and the power amp tubes are JJs too, EL34s. And so that's it. Okay, let's start with the crunch channel, what I'm having now, and let's take the SD off. Lot of lower, so it's a bit more gain. I mean, the gain is now, I don't actually see here, but you see probably better where it is. So it's kind of like muddied 800, a little bit more gain. And if we tweak the knobs, volume and this is gain. That's a lot of gain. How I like to set it, that's where it just starts to and then I have this kind of with the volume almost clean, and then adding SD. It's great. And then there's the tone shift, which is my advice, don't touch it, because it does this. So you get a so-called bedroom sound, all mids off, like, yeah. So, yeah, if you want to be audible, leave that to the upper position. And then there's parallel and series effect loop. There's effect loop level. I don't have anything in there, so we're not gonna touch it. It's a great effect loop in my opinion. The pictures there, there's kind of a couple of different ones. So there's different loop for clean channel and for the overdriven channel and so on. And then the reverb, it's actually pretty cool spring reverb, but I don't have the food switch now, you know, plugged in, so that only you can activate the reverb with the food switch. But I mean, who uses reverb anyway? You know, you get natural reverb and you play whatever venue in the room and so on. So I mean, these are obviously personal preferences. I've never liked reverb on coming from the cabinet. It's kind of, yeah. Well, maybe if you're doing some really ethereal stuff, but I'm not doing ethereal, I'm doing this. Okay, and then there's the deep switch. That's kind of like a resonance. I have that pretty much always on, because without it you kind of lose the thump, the resonance from the cabinet. So it adds just that thump. Now while we're on the crunch channel, let's compare it to the JCM800. So same power tubes, JJ EL34, same preamp tubes, JJ 12AX7s. So first the 2000, then the 800. Let's hope that they're on the same level, because I haven't checked. They're really close. The 2000 is kind of a little bit more modern and kind of this, where the 800 is a bit more vintage. Hard to describe. Can't find the word now, but organic maybe is the feel. So I feel the 800 is a bit more organic, where this is a bit more modern. But character-wise, to me, the grunge channel has always been a bit more modern, JCM800. Okay, then let's move to the lead channel, and obviously you can control this all with the foot switch. Let's put the 5150 on. So now we are on the lead channel. The feel is, it's a bit more compressed, a bit more tighter, a bit more modern. Now let's take the SD off now. There's plenty of gain. The gain is now 3 o'clock. Let's actually take the deep switch off now, and I don't have the SD to tighten it. This works actually pretty well without the deep switch, because there's so much gain in kind of the low end overdrives, distorts too, and the deep switch now kind of, there isn't that really deep mushy low end. Again, the bedroom switch. It's just like, yeah, well, if you wanna, it sounds good if you buy good means shit. But like you heard, the lead channel, because it's a bit tighter than the crunch channel, it works really well without an overdrive too. Let's put the deep switch back in, back the gain, and then add the SD, which is kind of my way. So it becomes really like aggressive and tight. To be honest, I didn't remember that the lead channel sounds so good without overdrive and with the deep switch disengaged. Actually sounded really good. Because this with the SD, because there's so much gain, I mean it's not like now on 2. But it's extremely tight. Okay, now while we're at it, let's compare it to the 5150. And this one, I'm usually boosting with 808, but let's boost it with the SD now. So first the GSL. To me the feel is quite the same, and since this has EL34s, this to me it's really even closer to the EVH3, the 5153, the one with the EL34s. So yeah, very versatile, very good amplifier. And then there's this output mute, so it mutes the output altogether. This could be handy if you have your amp on the side of the stage and maybe a check while switching guitars or whatever. You can just mute the whole thing and then, you know. And then there's this kind of attenuator which you can get to bedroom levels. So you can have the master. I have done the master. There's no global master. Each channel has its own master. So I have it around, or actually at noon, and now it's bedroom level with this switch, the VPR or whatever it's called. Okay, let's switch back to the crunch. I'm gonna grab a Strat. Oh, this is a Tokai Strat, kind of vintage Strat, 9.5 radius fingerboard. Seymour Duncan 59, and can't remember, some vintage low output pickups. This seems to be in standard E. Yeah, I was right. Okay, then let's switch to the clean channel, take the SD off, neck pickup. This clean channel is so good that it's worthwhile to buy this amp, whatever it costs. I think you can get this around 1,000 euros nowadays, maybe even a little bit less. The clean channel is so good. Listen when I add chorus. Chorus off, and let's engage the mid boost. So you get a little bit, almost kind of like adding a tube screamer, kind of slightly get this gritty sound. And I have the deep switch on. If we take that off, it works really fine. I've actually recorded many times with this without the deep switch on the clean channel. It kind of makes it more, you know, focused. Yeah, I think so I don't really pay attention to my settings, so I'll just tweak it whatever I'm looking for, whatever guitar I have, whatever song. But I think usually most of the times I record it and use the clean channel without the deep switch. Conclusion. If you hear someone say that this is a terrible amp and worst Marshall or whatever, I have, in my experience, it tells more about the player, not the amp. You gotta remember that, because good player will sound good pretty much no matter the gear, and bad player just sounds bad pretty much no matter the gear. Yes, these had their flaws. There was some, I mean, mine had the bias drift issue, and then the speaker out jacks had a grounding issue, but that took like 30 minutes from a qualified amp check, and I don't know, maybe €100, and that it was fixed. That was done years ago. I haven't had any problems with the amp ever since. Man, it's so great. I mean, I have 3 JCM800s, but this is just another flavor. The crunch channel, the lead channel, to me, it's kind of in that 5153 EL34 territory, and the clean channel is just fantastic, beautiful, kind of Fendery style, glassy, clean sound. So, in my opinion, it's really, really good amplifier. Hey, hopefully you found this interesting and informative. Until next time, take care, all the best, see ya, bye.